Hey, regular fan guy, back again. Want to sort of pick up where we left off in the last video in regards to fan interaction and just game day in general. If you remember in the last video, we talked about some of the cheers, some of the yells for some of the players. I've got nothing new at the present time. However, we've got an inside man right now, Bob Carskadden, is working on the inside. He's with the players this week as camp opens. He did indicate on Twitter that he would ask around, see what kind of things they'd like to hear from the fans, you know, what it is that we could do to help motivate, drive, pump them up a little bit more. As everyone knows, the fan and the player relationship is very symbiotic in that they have great plays, fire us up, we cheer, yell, fire them up, and then it just builds upon itself, and then before you know it, well, we have a season like we did last year. So again, Bob's on the inside. For those of you that don't follow him on Twitter, he's a great follow, wonderful writer. Never met him, but he seems to be a really great guy. And again, it's Bob Carskadden, and his Twitter is another thing we talked about last video was, what color to wear and when to wear it. Well, Hail State football has released a tweet with a picture showing what colors to wear for every home game. Really simple, if it indicates maroon, you wear maroon. If it indicates white, you wear white. We're going to try to stripe out. We're going to have a blackout for Kentucky. Again, I'm 99% sure that everybody who will even watch this does in fact follow at Hail State FB on Twitter. But again, it's another wonderful follow, and they send out videos. Well, again, everybody who's going to watch this follows them. So, again, find the picture, save it on your phone, print it off or whatever, just have it. If you're anything like my wife, who is the world's most organized woman, she's already planning the wardrobe for every game. And if need, I'm sure there'll be some new clothes purchased, because it's a new year. So, with that being said, again, in the discussions of football, camp opened this week. Those guys got 29 practices between now and the first game, and I don't know how many people have actually gone through two-a-days or fall camp. Like it's fall out there. It's 100 degrees. There's nothing fall about it. But again, just the work and the physical toll that this camp is going to take is unbelievable on these guys, and they do it. You don't hear much complaining. I'm sure there'll be some. Heck, I would. I complain if my wife makes me work in the yard. But they're out there, and probably by the third or fourth day of camp, they will not have a clue if it's a Wednesday or a Thursday. Won't know the date. It's just that because of the rigors of early morning workout, you get up, you go, meetings, drills with position coaches, full practice, more meetings, maybe some film. Let's see what we did during practice, and ultimately you're looking at 16, 18-hour days non-stop. Makes that 8 to 5 seem pretty nice. And then once school starts, it doesn't get any easier. The average day for a college football player usually begins about 5:30 in the morning. Alarm goes off, early morning weightlifting, or again film study, or some type of positioning, coaches, and then class and practice and studies and study groups and maybe more film, and generally the day ends about 11:30. So if they're able to get a 6-hour night rest, which usually by the time you get in, you can't go straight to sleep. So I'm just saying the amount of work that these guys put in is truly unbelievable to anyone who has never done it. And with that being said, I'm going to rant for just a little bit. I'm going to rant at the fan guy who yells the negative things after a dropped pass, or after a missed block, or a missed tackle, or gosh forbid, we actually turned the ball over or something. I can't believe it. Get them out of there, guy. I mean, seriously. They're giving you everything they have. And when you yell that, it doesn't say anything about them. It tells us the world about you. So, I mean, it pretty well indicates that you don't understand what is really happening out there, what it takes to be out there. So you might want to think about that. And gosh, a recruit could be 2 rows in front of you. Somebody we're really high on, may not be an official visit, he may just be at the game, sitting 2 rows in front of you, and he hears that. I'd like to remind you that every player out there had offers, not just from Mississippi State. If you got an offer from State, you have other offers. They chose to come to Mississippi State. And one of the reasons you'll hear from most of the recruits is because it felt like family. Well, I sure hope you don't yell at your grandkids like that, or your kids like that. I mean, it's not for lack of effort, okay? You've never had a PowerPoint presentation go awry? Okay, so don't be that guy. All right, rant's over. Boom. All right. Another thing as far as game day. Dog walk is always 2 hours before kickoff. It's, so don't, if you know what time kickoff is, you know what time dog walk is. Now I wanted to talk a little bit about Hail State operations. The group of people who actually bring everything it takes to pull a game day off. They're the guys you need to follow on Twitter, at Hail State Ops. For parking information, for traffic information, stadium information. I mean, those guys do a super job. They really do. Yeah, it may take a little longer to get out, but that's the good thing. That's because everyone's staying till the end of the game. We're packing the place. I mean, Davis Wade's holding 65,000 people. I don't know how many more people are outside tailgating. And everyone's staying till the end. So we all try to leave at once. Yes, there's going to be a little bit of traffic. But those guys do a great job. Great. In getting the traffic out, getting the people out. And then on rainy days, some of the grass parking lots, they may have to close them. They will let you know this if you follow them on Twitter. But again, what some of us see as problems, I see as blessings. Back in the old days when we had 5,000 people at a game, yeah, you could get in and out pretty easy. But you were also at a game by yourself. I don't want to go back to those days. I'll sit in traffic a little while. That's it. Until next time, regular guy fan, Hail State.